Warning, this video contains rumors, speculation, strong opinions, and
Good afternoon, Warriors! This is Movie Madness, episode 17! Now, this is a very special episode, and I need you all to comment, rate, and share this video, because this is undisputed proof of the double standard. Now, you know with my last video that I'm not against Halle Bailey being the new Ariel for the Little Mermaid live-action remake. And a lot of the argument for Halle Bailey is anyone could be a mermaid. Well, guess what? Anyone could be a lion, including one of the most iconic Disney performances ever. Jeremy Irons as Scar in the original Lion King. I dare say the movie wouldn't have made or been as iconic as it was without Scar and Jeremy Irons' performance. One of the best Disney villains of all time. Now let's discuss why he was not even approached, or if they're not even going to use him, given the respect that everyone else did in the original animated film. Not even acknowledged in the production of this new version. And that is a disgrace. Jeremy Irons is a gem in the community, and he has created some great iconic performances in taking voice acting to the next level from The Lion King, the original animated feature. His performance pushed the genre forward and took voice actors and made it more a serious thing to be a voice actor. Believe it. But first, before we go further into this topic, and I'm sorry, no super chats on this one, just pure madness. But let's take a clip at Larry King 2 years ago, starting right now.
You're also the voice of Scar in The Lion King, and Disney is planning a live-action remake. What do you think?
Well, I hear that the remake they've done of live-action of previous one they did, which I haven't seen, people say it's fantastic. Is it Jungle Book?
The Jungle Book.
Yeah. They say it's fantastic. So, yeah, I look forward to seeing it. They haven't approached me yet. I don't know who else will play Scar. Maybe some whippersnapper. Haven't approached me yet. I don't know who else will play Scar. Maybe haven't approached me yet.
Okay, now consider that clip was 2 years ago, and it was Larry King is a popular guy, so it got a lot of traction. They still haven't addressed this. This is absolute, undisputable proof that the white man in 2019 in the entertainment industry is not given the same respect as African American actors or the gay community. What do I mean by that? Elton John, here's the top three reasons The Lion King was a success. Now, I think we can all agree that the top three should be there. What you put as number one, number two, and number three, that varies. But the top three reasons that The Lion King was a success was Mufasa, Scar, and the soundtrack with Elton John. So, James Earl Jones definitely has an iconic voice. And he's contributed to a lot of movies in the movie industry. We wouldn't have Darth Vader without James Earl Jones. So he gets much respect from me. But in The Lion King, I put Jeremy Irons and Scar way above his performance. Not that it's bad. It's just, I think Jeremy Irons and Scar had more musical performances and more of an impact on that film. More of an in what an impact he had on Simba Of course, the Circle of Life comes back, but that movie wouldn't exist without Jeremy Irons, and he is not given any respect because he's not. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with gay royalty, but Elton John's gay royalty, so he's at least given respect with Pharrell working on the soundtrack. They address that they're having new talent work with it, and there's a handoff of it. James Earl Jones is given first dibs at Mufasa, but guess what? You can't have a voice actor. Now here's the problem. With true equal opportunity and true progress, you call yourself progressive, you don't exclude anyone. You don't do inclusion by exclusion. And this is the primest example I have of it. Because even if you were not going to use him, you do the typical marketing BS. They had a lunch. You know how they love to say George had lunch with the new Star Wars director to give him the okay. That's the way you address it if you're not going to use him. Jeremy Irons had lunch with the new Scar to give him his pointers on the character. They didn't even give him that. This was a Larry King Live. That is enough of a reason to address it, and there wasn't. Because you don't need to address the white man in entertainment. And that is proof. This is proof of it. Halle Barry can be a mermaid because anyone can be a mermaid. Jeremy Irons could be a lion, and he could be Scar, and he should be given first dibs no matter what his skin color. Because that performance is one of the most iconic performances in voice acting history. Believe it. I might actually do a follow-up to this video. Tell me, comment below if you want to see the top 5 voice actors in animated history, or maybe I'll start this off with the top 5 villain voice actors in entertainment history, and I think Jeremy Irons is on that list and should be for the future too, and not erased out of The Lion King. True inclusion, progress in entertainment, what should happen in entertainment future is anyone that has the best, that will elevate the project and is the best for the job should get the job. And you cannot tell me that Jeremy Irons as Scar was not the best for the job. I don't care what side of the argument you fall on. Can you say that Jeremy Irons as Scar would not elevate the project and make it better? And if you disagree with me, you're completely wrong. Check out the trailer. You could see the new voice actor as Scar, and it lands with a thud. Not that it's horrible, it's just boring, and he doesn't have the charismatic voice of Jeremy Irons. He just doesn't have it. Nothing against the actor. I forget his name. He was in... I liked him in Doctor Strange. He was in Doctor Strange. I forget how to say his name. Shutia Altifor. And I'm sorry if I mispronounced his name. But it just doesn't have it. Do a side-by-side comparison of the new Scar and the old Scar. And you'll see there's no comparison. It pales in comparison. And that's the reason he's out. You can't have the pale man as the voice actor. And what precedent does that set? You can't have a white voice actor as a lion in the new Lion King, because you can't have a white man be the king of the jungle. And that's just the way it is. And that's the thought process that gave inclusion by exclusion for the new Lion King. And I dare say boycott this one too. Now they're too far along to include him now, but they're not far too along to give Jeremy Irons the respect he deserves. They should make a promo piece or some type of article, Disney certified from Disney itself, that gives a handoff that says we really appreciate Jeremy Irons, and The Lion King would have been nothing without his performance, and is handing it off to the new actor. That's the respect I demand, Disney, and I mean it. And if you don't, we boycott. You don't give Jeremy Irons some respect? You can't replace him now because the disrespect is already done. But you could do damage control. And that's what I demand for this injustice. Seriously. This is real shit. Comment below if you agree. And I may throw some polls up there too. Unbelievable. Now, some of you have also... shout out to Black Angus Reviews. I think he tweeted... Even though I'm not going to have an official super chat question in this video, he tweeted at me the petition to remove Halle Bailey as the Little Mermaid. Now, I'm for fandom. And I'm for fandom rights. You do whatever you think. In my personal opinion, I believe she deserves a shot, and she personally hasn't done anything wrong. The system in place maybe had her leapfrog above the rest of the competition, but I think she's a talented singer. I think she deserves a shot. And after watching Grace Randolph's video, I agree that she deserves a shot. So I personally will not sign it. But I do not disparage you or call you a racist for signing it, because fandom has the right to do whatever fandom wants, and fandom's demands should be heard, at least, and taken seriously, and not be called racist or misogynist just for having a different opinion. So I don't personally agree with it, but I'm not going to call you names if you sign it either. So that's my take on fan petitions. Even though I don't personally agree, I respect your right to voice your opinion, and I think this singer who has limited acting history deserves the right to play the character, and she did nothing personally wrong, and she carries herself way better and more mature than others that push progressive ideas in the entertainment industry. Brie Larson, much more respect. Go check out some interviews with her. Very well put together young woman. So I will not personally sign it, no. But do whatever you feel. And I know you come here for a different opinion and not just I don't chill for anyone, including my viewers. So I'm not going to tell you what I think you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what I believe. That's all I got for this one. Share this video because it's proof of it. And there's more too. So if you want to see more videos like this, ask for it. Demand it from the madman. I'll see you in the next one.